Welcome to the Everyday Hustle Show, where we're figuring it out together over time. On the show, we'll be giving you the tools you need to take your career and life to the next level. So get ready for interviews and topics that will give you a competitive edge against the shuffle we call life. Sure, we might get into some heavy topics, but we also like to laugh and have a fun time too. Are you ready for the show? Here's your hosts, Jesse, Andrew, and Christian.
Hey, what's going on, everybody? Welcome to another edition of the Everyday Hustle Show. This is the 36th episode. We are happy today. We're doing a little trial run. We're doing a long distance call, and it took us a little bit to get it figured out, but I think we are getting it under wraps now, thanks to Jesse.
Yeah, honestly, it's pretty confusing. It sounds pretty simple in theory, but there's a little more to it than I anticipated there, bud.
Yeah, man.
If anyone can hear the dog crying in the background, shout out to fucking Bentley.
Bentley and Frank.
He's out here trying to get in the room right now. Let's try to give Drew a call real quick. I know he doesn't got a lot of time, but
let's try again.
Hang on one second.
Yeah, he's out in Orlando right now, so let's try to get him back on. There it is, ringing.
The call dropped.
It call dropped, but we started over, so anyways.
Yeah, now it's not going to work because I just walked into the convention center and there's 20,000 people in here, dude.
Ooh, all right, well, real quick,
Wow.
just tell us how you feel right now.
All right. Well, listen, buddy, you have a fucking fantastic time, and we'll catch you next week.
Yeah. I mean, maybe I can hear me for a couple minutes here. So I'm in Orlando. It's the World Convention Narcotics Conference. It's the 39th or the 37th convention. The last convention to happen in Florida was in 1989. That's almost 30 years ago. So that means the next time that this convention is going to happen and we're going to be here may or may not be in our lifetime.
Jesus Christ.
What's the feeling like out there?
I mean, the energy is unreal. The spirituality is through the roof. The connections are it's just unreal. Unbelievable.
That's great, man. You see some good speakers yesterday.
Yeah,
today?
yeah. We got to hear people from different countries, Russia, Zanzibar, New Zealand, Africa, all over the place.
Wow.
That's legit. That's legit, man.
That's awesome.
All right, well, I know you're about to walk into a big-ass room, so we won't hold you up too long. I wish we could have figured out the call thing about 25 minutes earlier, but it is what it is. But now we know for future reference.
Hey, listen.
Yeah.
Jesse is the king of last-minute thinking. Christian is the king of being late. So, listen, we all got things that we can work on. That's why we're out here trying to do this podcast, trying to live our lives, trying to improve ourselves. Maybe next week we'll do a little bit better than this week.
Oh, frick yeah.
For sure, brother. Take it easy out there.
All right, man. You have fun. We'll see you. I'll see you Monday in the surf, buddy. How about that?
Oh, even, dude. Okay, guys.
All right, man. Take it easy.
All right, so that was Andrew. Nice, live from World Convention, yeah.
Yeah, that was cool. Like we said from the beginning, that's our first time trying to do that. We've actually been talking about it, been wanting to do this, something like that for a while, to start kind of branching out, because so far all of our guests have been local. So we are now trying to, expand a little bit, get some people from, across the country and maybe even across the world.
Yeah, we actually got what's his name, Mike Pascal. Andrew grew up with him. I knew him for a good couple of years, but he lives over in Australia, and I think that's probably in a week or two. We're gonna shoot to do a late night call, which would be early morning for him, and check that out. But now we know how to do it. You know what I'm saying?
A little trial and error. That's it.
So, anyways, Cristiano, what did your day look like today?
Today was pretty chill. For anyone that doesn't know, I am a huge Chelsea fan. So Chelsea played today. They are now 4 for 4 to open up the season. So it is a perfect record so far under the new coach. Sarri.
Wow.
Yeah.
Chelsea. Shout out to friggin' the Chelsea of all Chelsea.
Yeah. What about you, Jess?
I I had a pretty epic day. I went with Helena and her family out to Peanut Island.
Ooh.
We took the water taxi out there to the freaking island. You know, they were all having a couple of cervezas. You know, me, Sprite. Yeah, but no, it was cool. They we grilled out some food and.
Ooh, just a nice day. Nice.
Oh, and actually, you know, this morning we woke up thinking it was gonna be shitty weather, and we're
Yeah.
like, "Fuck, we're not gonna be able to go." But it actually up north a little bit. It was all right. It was beauteous out there. Beauteous.
Good old Florida weather, huh?
Freaking beauteous, man.
Yeah, that's awesome, man. So, yeah, so today we're going to keep it pretty light. You know, not too long of an episode, like we said, or like you guys just heard. Drew is out of town for today's episode, but we wanted to just be consistent, not miss a week. And so, yeah, so it's going to be a little bit short. We just kind of wanted to catch up with each other, do this trial runs to get ready for next, because next weekend, I think, is going to be the Australia episode, the episode with Mike, right? Yeah, so we're excited for that. We're gonna try to link up with the time zones because it is a little bit off. What time is it?
I don't know, but I know that. I mean, honestly, I don't know how they're on the complete opposite side almost. No.
Dude,
Actually, I could be completely fucking wrong.
I failed geography, so don't ask me. But before we get too into this, I also wanted to go back a little bit here. Just give a quick shout out to our sponsors from DSquared Media. They just sent us. Well, actually, last week they sent us the kind of like the update on the website that they're doing for us. They're kind of revamping our website, and it looks insane. It's crazy the difference that you can tell from, you know, professional to just kind of like the copy and paste, which is what we've done in the past. So it's great. We really appreciate them. You know, I thought personally that it was just going to be just kind of taking over, you know, to help us out with the hosting, but, you know, went above and beyond. And so shout out to them. You know, we're really grateful for that. Anyone that has like a small business or just business in general and wants any sort of website or logo creation, or, you know, if you have a current website that you want revamped, you can contact them. We do have 10% off if you use our code, or not code, but just let them know that, you know, you heard from the Everyday Hustle Show podcast. So again, huge thanks to them. Jesse's currently trying to get Bentley to quiet down. I think he's trying to give him some treats or something because he's kind of getting a little crazy, getting a little excited. But yeah, so today, you know, we're just gonna kind of keep it light, like I said. This past week for me has been pretty laid back in general. I mean, work has been calm. It hasn't really been too crazy. I've been doing pretty much just a maintenance, which hasn't been too bad. That's all right. And but yeah, nothing too major. I mean, with La Frontera, just to give a little update on that, you know, we're still trying to figure out the little ins and outs of that, but we got some really cool stuff in the works. We're gonna be doing a potential collab with someone from out of state, and yeah. So
Can't really shed the details.
Yeah, I can't get too into it because we're just like in the beginning stages of talking, but
right.
But it's pretty exciting, and it's kind of crazy. You know, I was thinking about it the other day. You know, just how when you start something, how other things kind of come after that, just because you started something. So, like for example, if I wouldn't have started the, you know, or if me and Abel wouldn't have started the brand, we wouldn't have potentially gotten what we're about to get into, which is going to be kind of like what we've been trying to do this entire time with the brand, and where we want to go eventually with the brand. So it's all pretty exciting, and again, without that initial action, without that initial step, who knows what the possibilities could be, you know, until you take that step. So
that's fucking sweet, man.
Yeah, so it's exciting. But how was your week like, Jesse?
Dude, my week was honestly, it was pretty rough, you know. I think I got these mixed up here. I'm trying to turn.
Am I too close?
No, I'm trying to turn me up, and I'm turning there. There it is. Frick, yeah. No, it was a pretty long week, at work. It was honestly one of those weeks where I was kind of just like couldn't wait for it to be over and run into the 3-day weekend.
Oh, yep.
Nothing bad. It's like the end of the month always sucks. There's just all these different things you got to meet till the deadline for the end of the month, and it's like the busiest week of the month for me. But I was honestly, I keep getting challenging. Things come up like every day at work, and new stuff that I'm like trying to figure out how to do as I go, and it's like half the time I'm kind of like, I almost feel like uncomfortable, or I get like anxious because I'm like, man, like I got all these things to do, and like I feel like it would be easier after a couple years of doing it, once I'm kind of established myself. But I got pretty good people, either my supervisors or people around me at work that work for me, that kind of all pitch in and help make it possible, But that's kind of, I like that. I like the challenge. It kind of makes the day go by quick, and I know at the end of the day, once I figure out how to do something, like the next time around, like, more comfortable, and it's like building my experience there, and it's good, It's just sometimes it's a little overwhelming depending on what's going on.
Yeah, my week was you were out there with Bentley, but my week was pretty laid back. I mean, I was doing like a maintenance, so it was like, there was a couple things here and there, but maintenance is usually pretty, for the most part, pretty. You're
not like troubleshooting, trying to figure out what a problem is. You're just kind of doing.
Just checking the system,
routine,
routine system check, making sure the belts are good, levels system's good, and unless something goes bad, the only thing that is kind of like a little challenging is that all these units are up in the ceiling, and they're like, whoever set these up, or they weren't thinking about servicing the equipment, that's for sure. So
just makes it kind of hard to get at, or what?
Yeah. A couple of them have just like a bunch of stuff in the way, in between you getting up there, and you only have like so much space. So, but so you mentioned Labor Day is coming up.
Oh frick yeah, bud!
Do you know about the holiday? Do you know, like, obviously?
I honestly don't. All I know about Labor Day is that
you get paid.
That I get the day off of work, and basically, a lot of people in America choose to take that day and just like drink their faces stupid, Well,
I think.
But we used to always, as a kid, like we always went up to my parents' like cabin up in the woods, and we'd go up there for the long weekend.
Okay. Yeah, I think Americans pretty much will use any holiday to drink.
Yeah.
But I actually was like looking it up just to, I don't know why, but I'm like looking everything up now, just double checking. But so apparently,
hey, wait. Why don't you tell me about it, Chris? What is the history behind Labor Day?
That's what I was gonna say. Apparently, Labor Day was actually created or became a federal holiday in 1894, and it was created by a labor movement. So essentially, the whole point is literally what it sounds like, Labor Day. So it's supposed to celebrate and honor like people, like American workers, right?
All right.
Yeah. So in theory,
it is why people drink.
Exactly. So in theory, it's like it makes sense. Like Americans, the working class makes up a lot of America, and without the middle class, the working class, I mean, we're really the ones that kind of support America financially. We buy stuff. We're consumers in that sense. So, I never really thought about it before, but yeah, I looked it up I think last week just to double check, because I kind of had an idea about it, but just wanted to check it up. So just a little fun fact,
all right,
for anyone that didn't know.
What you got going on for Labor Day, bud? You're off work?
Yeah, off work, getting paid for it, so that's nice. And
fuck yeah.
Me and Kelly are actually heading down to her parents' house for a barbecue.
They live down like Lauderdale?
Just past like Davie.
All right, friggin' Davie.
Yeah, so
all right.
Just off of 595.
All right. Yeah, we're we made plans with her family today or whatever, and then tomorrow, I'm actually really looking forward to tomorrow, bud. We're going to someplace in Palm Beach.
Okay.
me and Helena for or Helena and I rather.
Okay.
Swedish massages.
Wow.
We each get a Swedish massage. I said that all fucked up. For an hour a piece, and
Damn, how much is that? Is that expensive?
I feel like it's sort of a trick though, to be honest, because she told me, I was like, she's the one who set it all up, and she's like, oh yeah, like this girl's doing your massage, and I was like, what?
You're like, is this a
I
trick?
was like, you're in the room next to us though, right? I mean, you're in the room next to me, and she's like, no, it's in separate rooms.
Oh,
So I feel like this is like some sort of trick into like a happy ending, and if I don't stop the girl, I'm gonna get. No, I'm just kidding. No, she set it up through Groupon.
Oh, okay.
We got like a deal, and she got this like back in May. We just have keep forgetting to do it, but
Yo, Groupon's legit though.
it is legit.
Yeah.
I forget how much. I think we got like off the two. We got like $60 off the regular price. But not only that, like it's a massage, but then I think like lunch comes with it, and they have like a pool at some place, and you get to like hang out at the pool, eat lunch, and I think she gets. Well, she's gonna end up getting 2 glasses of champagne because I don't drink, but I think champagne comes with it. So I'm gonna get her a little sauced up on the champagne, get her rubbed down, and then
Nice.
soon it goes down from there.
That's awesome though.
That should be cool. And then Monday, Drew and I supposedly there's some waves coming to town.
Oh yeah.
I don't know.
It's like a tropical depression.
Yeah,
or
not
something
like a
that.
lot, but it has something to do with that, and depending on what tide it is, like there's some, nothing major, but some 3-4 foot swells coming through. So we're gonna actually go ride surf on the skis Monday. Last time I went out in the ocean because I fucking suck, man. Last time we went out in the ocean, I freaking like twisted up my ankle and freaking was limping around for like 2 months, and
Wow.
yeah, I suck, man. I really gotta freaking step it up. But Drew's gonna be out there pulling like quadruple backflips and
Nice.
twists, and
Did he get his ski fix?
Yeah, he actually he fixed it a couple weeks ago. We
Okay.
went out, but he was attempting some new tricks, which he was pretty much landing. Honestly, in the flat water on the lake, he was doing some barrel rolls,
Oh.
and he did it like 3 or 4 times, and it was just me and him there. And one of the times he like flopped it hard on the side, and it broke off all the motor mounts, like the mounts that actually mount the motor to the inside of the jet ski. So if anyone doesn't know, when the motor mounts go, your ski just will not run because nothing's lined up in there.
Is it like bolts? Like bolted
It's
down
like,
or
yeah,
something?
there's like these 4 little like mounts that are attached to the hull of the ski, and then the motor sits on that and bolts into those motor mounts.
Oh,
So then the drive shaft comes off the bottom or whatever, but when the mounts come off, the motor just like fell to the one side of the ski, and then it's not lined up with the drive shaft. It's all
Damn,
fucked
so
up.
he had to hit the water hard.
Yeah, he did, but I mean, it didn't look. They must have just been old, like maybe when he got that ski built, like they were used mounts or something that were.
Okay.
When you ride in the ocean a lot, shit gets fucking corroded.
Yep.
And worn down. So who knows exactly, but he's since solved said problem.
Wow.
So I think he's ready to throw down Monday, man.
Nice.
You know what I'm saying? You see what I'm saying?
Yeah. Luckily Kelly doesn't really listen to the show that much, but this.
Why?
I don't know.
Because about what you're about to say?
Oh yeah. Well.
Oh yeah. Okay.
But so tomorrow I have this thing planned because on Thursday the 30th it was our 2-year anniversary.
Ooh,
And-
I seen the Facebook pictures,
Yeah.
bud. You guys look fucking happy.
Yeah, we are. It's
Fucking A, man.
It's been great, man. It really has. I mean, just like anything else, relationships do take work. And really like a lot of it that has been like a negative has been usually just very, very like minimal, like minor stuff that we're just kind of like, go back and forth like tit for tat, and
Like little bickering about like dumb
like
shit.
nothing, like absolutely nothing. And I know like from talking to other people that's like pretty normal.
I think when you're with someone all the time,
Right.
like one person might say or do something that, they think nothing of, and after a while it's just like, would you fucking stop looking to the left when you fucking stare at my tits? Or whatever it is. Like you're like, what? I don't even know I'm doing that, but people get sick of like weird little things.
Right. Things that you don't even notice. So
Yeah.
In most cases, it's literally been, thankfully small stuff, but our communication, that's, I think, is key, is huge. It's like vital, and our communication luckily has been pretty good. But
it's key, man. It's freaking key.
Big time, yeah. But so Sunday, tomorrow, I planned this little like snorkel trip.
Oh yeah?
Yeah, I bought like, snorkel gear and stuff. And
Where
a little, this place called Phil Foster Park off of Riviera Beach.
I was just there today. Yeah. Well, I didn't launch from there, but I dropped the ski in there the last time I went to Peanut Island, like 2-3 weeks ago.
Yeah, so I got advice to go to there because they have like supposedly a little snorkel trail.
Yeah, you just gotta make sure you go when high tide comes in the evening.
Yep.
Because when it comes in, like all this crystal clear water comes in with it, and
that's what I read.
It is really cool. Me and actually Drew and Jen and like a year and a half or 2 years ago, we went snorkeling there.
Oh, really?
It's fucking awesome. Yeah.
Yeah, I seen that supposedly it's like a hot spot for like photographers and like underwater, travelers or whatever. So there, and then I heard Peanut Island, like around Peanut Island, they got some cool stuff there too. So hopefully, if the weather holds up, I got that, and then I got this little GoPro knockoff from Amazon.
All right.
And so it was like $50 or something like that, but it's like waterproof and
that's legit.
So we'll see what happens. But yeah, so we're I'm excited for that
So she don't know about this?
No. So
luckily by the time the show airs though, you'll already be fucking snorkeled out.
Oh, that's true. Yeah, I didn't even think about that. So
this shit won't be live till tomorrow 6 p.m. everyone.
That's true.
6 p.m.
So yeah, so I got that to look forward to.
That's cool.
But yeah, besides that, I think the next thing that I'm looking forward to, man, is gonna be to see what our next move is as like a podcast. So like now we're kind of getting into the realm of like the whole doing over the phone calls or like out of state calls.
I actually had, and well, not to cut you off or anything.
No, you're good.
I had an idea, and it's not like a honestly real fucking original idea. I've seen other people do this, but the only thing is we'd have to dedicate somebody's cell phone or another cell phone line to do this. So he'll or the show I've heard it on is what's his name, Theo Vaughn's.
Yeah.
So he'll have like a cell phone number, or maybe it's a phone that's strictly dedicated to voicemail for fans. So then they'll call in. He'll give out the number. The people will call in and leave voicemail or whatever, and then then he'll go back to the show, and he'll have these voicemails queued up and like play it and stop it and like comment. Like he kind of answers questions or whatever it is. It's kind of cool idea, but then again, I don't know if there might be another way to do it where we don't have to do it on a cell phone, like
I think there's an app,
voicemail box or something.
Yeah, I think there's an app. That's pretty cool though.
Yeah, and like it's like we wouldn't really know till we tried to do it if how much traffic that would actually get. But it's an idea if we do it every now and then or something. But if we had a way to do it for people, so I'd like to try to figure that out.
Yeah.
But yeah, I mean, being able to do like over the phone interviews too is kind of a pretty cool thing. It kind of lets us opens it up to interviewing people or for wherever they are, as long as we can get them to say, yeah, I'll do a phone interview, then we just got to call them and do it.
Set it up. Yeah. And that's what I was saying earlier too, with like, the brand that we have, me and Abel. It's like this podcast, the platform that we were able to create, is allowing us to like communicate with people and have like these discussions and have like, even if it's not like some like crazy groundbreaking thing to like, anybody besides us. I mean, I know we've gotten good feedback from people and people that like, listen to every show. I know some people that have listened to every single one and have stuck with us. And as far as the numbers, we've been pretty consistent as well, which is kind of is cool to see. But I think that's kind of the thing that I'm like the most excited about is the fact that one, we're still doing this, after 9 months, actually like 10 months now. And
yeah, we started in December, right? We didn't start airing stuff till January, but we started halfway through December, yeah. Sorry, what did I say? December? What the fuck is December?
It's a new month, dude.
December.
But yeah, so that, and then also like just now we have a sponsor. It's like, and while you're out there, I was saying, I was telling people where they can kind of check that out and be able to use DSquared Media, but like. I don't know about you, I thought that they were just going to be, taking over hosting and helping us out with that as a sponsor. But, I didn't know he was going to be revamping the website.
I had no idea. And then Drew shot that video or that picture of it, which, by the way, I don't know if Drew made him change it because he hates me so much. But I made the freaking cover of the goddamn website. I was like, unreal, dude.
Yeah, dude.
How did Drew freaking allow that? You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, so it's it was cool, man. Like, big shout out. I said it in the beginning, but huge shout out to DSquared Media, Danny. He was on the episode, I think, a few episodes ago. Yeah,
Danny's obviously his company. He talked a lot about that on the show. And he's got a great company. He's built a big thing for himself. But other than that, like, I never really knew much about his work.
Right.
I knew him like through Andrew and Kyle and a bunch of other friends of ours, and he's just a fucking great dude, man. He's a really smart guy, and like if you want to fucking sit down and talk to somebody and learn like how to like take responsibility and fucking, he's just a great guy all around.
And a good thing or a cool thing too that he mentioned that I witnessed firsthand was like, even if you go there and you set up an appointment and like the fee is too much or whatever the case is, like they'll work with you and they'll let you know like, hey, look, if this doesn't work for you, like here are your other options.
Yeah, like give you like pointers or push you in the right direction as far as what you can do to like help yourself, or even like, hey, this person might be a better fit. Like he's just I really like his whole platform.
Yeah. So that's like one of the biggest things again that I really appreciate this platform for is like all the people that we've been able to talk to, and like not only that, but like just the network itself. So for example, because, and I've already had like a relationship with a few of these people, but because we've kind of had like some of these guests on and been able to like get a little bit more deeper into their story and kind of like find those common connections. There's a few people that I've kind of, our relationship has gotten better since having them on, just because we've kind of like shared that they like what we're doing, they like what what we're trying to accomplish here, which is basically just have that positive open dialogue and do that consistently for week in, week out.
Right.
And for example, like Philip Wolves, who was on one of our episodes, I can't remember which one, but since then we've actually worked on some other endeavors, and he's doing some really awesome stuff for himself as well. I actually just ran into him earlier today. I dropped off a shirt that he helped create for La Frontera, and so it's cool. It's cool to kind of see those relationships kind of get better from this, and we also have another guest that's going to be, I think next weekend actually. Kyle, I think is his name. He's going to be coming out.
Redhead cop?
No. Oh. No, not Kyle. Not that Kyle. The one that actually Danny linked us up with. So I'm excited about that too. We're working on not only like, because now, so these people that we've had as guests in the past, like we've kind of known them a little bit, but now we're starting to kind of get into people that none of us really know, and like just kind of recommendations, or like, hey, I know someone who really likes what you're doing,
right?
And so that's like another part of like the podcast, like the future of this podcast that I'm like really excited to see is well, who, like, where this ends up, like who we get to interact with moving forward.
Yeah. And honestly, there was a time where I was just like, I was so busy that I was like, man, like, it felt like it was more of to me, it was like, man, it was almost more of like a chore than I'm like, dude, what are we doing this for? Like, but honestly, I decided, I'm like, I don't want to leave this thing, like whether we're just doing it for doing it or like it goes somewhere or even grows a little bit or stays consistent with where it's at. It was like, I don't want to have been one of the people to like start it and then walk away and then we don't, like, I miss out on, what it becomes or could become, know? And it's just, I think it's cool. Like it gets us all together every week and like gives us a chance to like, you get into the zone with work and going through like your daily routine that you almost like can get like complacent or lazy in like your own life, and doing this every week gives us all a chance to like think about like listen, I'm happy where I'm at, but like I want to be better than that and I want to do more than what I'm doing. And it like, it's just kind of the constant reminder for us to like keep moving forward. And like, if you're not moving forward, you're moving backwards, know? Cause it's been my whole life, like I freaking, not like move backwards, but like I just get like comfortable in like what work's going great for me. My relationship with Lane is going great with me. Relationships with my friends and family is great, but like, it'll just like, I'll coast through that, and I'll just like not really, it's kind of what I'm doing now too. Like everything's excelling in work and relationships, but like there's stuff that I still, I've been really thinking a lot this week about like playing guitar, and it's like, man, I really just want to get back into that, but like this gives me a chance to like, I put it out on the freaking into the universe, saying it in front of whoever's listening to this, and it's like, if I keep doing that and not making like action on it, it's like, what the French, dude,
Yeah, I mean, like you said, just a matter of putting it out into the universe, and it's just kind of cool, to think about what we're doing and like the people that, like I said before, have reached out to us and have listened to it consistently and take away something from it. Like one of my cousins reached out to me from California, shout out to Rosie, aka Chayo, and
Chayo,
she reached out and like just said how much she digs what we're doing, and for a lot of people it's just kind of cool to see people do stuff, and like and not only just do stuff, but like do stuff in like a positive mentality, in a positive manner. And that's really what we're just trying to do overall, is just create that consistent positive vibe week in and week out. And so to anyone listening, to everyone listening, thank you guys. We really do appreciate you guys taking the time out of your day to listen to us, and especially to the people that listen every single week. Thank you guys. Huge shout out to you guys. And hopefully in the near future we're going to be doing another giveaway. That's another thing too, is that with the shirts and hats or the merch that Andrew designed, that he has on his website, thanks to everyone who's bought something. That's helped us as well to have the podcast fund itself. And that's another goal that we wanted to do with this podcast, was to get to a point where it can pay for itself, or we can regardless, we're going to do it no matter what, but just that support is just so much like more gratifying for us, and it just lets us know that people appreciate what we do. And so thank you guys to whoever bought something. I know a couple people have reached out, and so you can get this stuff. You can get the merch at www.andrewnyes.com/shop.
That's NYCZ.
Yeah, NYCZ, Andrew Nyes. So I know we got some other stuff that is in the works. And if there's any feedback, that you guys want us to either talk about, any topics or anything, like that, reach out to us on our social media. Everything is at the Everyday Hustle Show, and the website is under wraps right now, or under construction, I should say. So we should have that hopefully within the next couple of weeks or month. I'm not sure exactly how long, but we're not really in any rush. So we should be having that out pretty soon as well, which I'm excited about.
French, yeah, dude. You know what? Somebody, Helena's stepdad today, he was like, because I was like, oh, we got to get going. I got to go do this podcast. And he was like, oh, what's it about? And he was talking to me for a little while. And then he's like, do people listen to it? And I was like, you know what? I don't really know how to judge or base the the listeners or total downloads off of what. Obviously, if it was some staggering number, you'd be like, a fuckload of people listen to it. But this is what, episode 36?
Yeah.
So I think, what are we, over 3,000 total downloads?
I think something like that. Yeah.
Something like that. That was, my information might be 2 weeks old or something too. But I think for what we're doing, that's not really horrible. And it's kind of like, obviously it didn't all happen in the beginning.
Right.
So it's like there's still, I don't know like how many regular listeners we really have, but thank you to you guys. And it's kind of cool to see people that continually listen and check out what we're doing. Obviously, we have I was honestly pretty terrified that me and Christian weren't going to be able to do a show without Andrew.
You gotta have
that's
some
why
faith.
we tried to phone him in. Some technical difficulties in the beginning, and the phone call. Unfortunately, he didn't have a whole lot of time, so we kind of got cut short on that. But Drew was like, "You and Christian are gonna have to do it without me," and I said, "What? Are you kidding? We're gonna be freaking talking about dicks for a half hour." You know what I'm saying?
You gotta have some faith, brother.
Have
some faith.
But what else you got, Chris?
No, that's pretty much it, man. Like I said, I just wanted to make sure we at least stay consistent and try not to miss a week, especially when we're able to do the podcast. So today we're doing it at Jesse's house. We usually do it at Andrew's house.
Yeah, honestly, that was the technical difficulties. This is the first time we've done the show here since I moved down here like 2 months ago. Mm-hmm. When did I move here? It's been about 2 months.
Something like that,
So for the last solid 2 months, we've been doing it at Andrew's place.
Casa de
We got 2 different little setups. That one's a little more simple than mine. And I didn't realize until we started setting up that I had packed a bunch of shit away in like retarded places, and I couldn't find certain shit. But we got it.
We got it, yeah. So
we got it.
So yes, that's pretty much it. Like I said, we want to keep this a little short. So again, thanks everyone for listening. Anyone again who has like a business or anything they want to promote, you can check out DSquared Media and get 10% off. If you say you heard it from the Everyday Hustle Show, and they'll give you 10% off. So they do like logos, website design or redesign if you already have an existing one. Pretty much anything that has to do with promotion or online marketing. So you can reach out to them.
French, yeah.
But that's pretty much it. Jess, you got anything?
I want to say thank you to my mom.
Yeah, bonita.
For, you know what? I do got something I want to say.
Get it.
This has nothing to do with anything.
Get it.
But today, I was in the car with Helene, and, I said, babe, thank you.
Oh,
and she said, for what? I said, for swiping right. We met on Tinder, and a lot of times, like, depends on who's asking,
right?
But someone in her family or is like, oh, how'd you guys meet? And like, I feel like there should be this like romantic story where I broke a can of ragu in a grocery store and she slipped and fell and I took her to the hospital and we fell in love ever since. But it's not, man. I swiped right on her as soon as I seen that little Colombian face. She swiped right on me and said, look at this white boy. And that's it. It's been a wrap. But I just want to say I'm not ashamed. I found her on Tinder. As soon as I found her, I deleted that app and I never looked back.
Ooh.
You know what I'm saying?
Hey, it's a modern age, man. Yeah. Modern age, so.
All right. Well, sorry for that tangent, but I just wanted to say that.
It's love, man. Love is love.
Fucking love her, man.
That's awesome. So again, thank you guys for checking us out. Enjoy the rest of your weekend, and we'll catch you guys next week.
Don't die.